she's just a character, right? Or is she a spy? Is she haunted? Multiple personalities. Maybe an exceptional actress caught in a role she didn't audition for. But here's the twist. What if her game is actually yours? Every scene, every word, every glitch you ignore, that's all a clue. There are no coincidences, and nothing here is ever random. If you haven't figured it out yet, ask yourself why not. Start paying attention to what triggers you, because that might be the exact thing you've been missing. Welcome to the game.
I'm telling you, and I hope that I'm heard. Be commanded. I will not be controlled, and I will not let my future go on without the help of my soul.
Are you saying you're being manipulated by the government to manipulate me? Well, seems like the party's big. I thought we were supposed to be social distancing. Fucks up that. The visions for me started when I was 13. That's the truth. And I finally can see everything so clearly. Well, this movie's not fucking realistic. I got a black guy with a backpack who could swim. I'm not buying it. I can see it all so clearly that it scares me. And that's the truth that I don't want to share. And I'm just watching it happen now the way that I knew it was meant to happen. And that's cool. Look at her beautiful nails. Ooh, like ocean. Funky. Ocean. Mine are just normal. Nothing. But it's COVID nails. And that's my secret. Or is that what mental health is? They can feel something so accurately. I often ask myself though, is it the people that were abused that get to feel that way though? Or is it because I was so close to death, or it's had that near-death experience, or, you know, debatable. Right? Now it's like we have so much more casting to do. Like, fuck, I thought we were at, like, and then it just gets even busier. I don't know, did you die for a second? And that's what a dream felt like when you feel like you're at the end, like when you feel like death has come. I got a job threatening the billionaires. Everybody's on board for that too, right, guys? You were bored, right? You wanted to conquer the world. Well, now we got a new world, right? Now, what are you gonna do, right? You guys have no money. See, and then if I was hacked, basically that's how I blackmail Warren and Jordan into doing stuff with the stock market shit, right? So I'm like, well, you guys have to mess around with the Starbucks thing because I'm pissed off at them. And I'm pissed off at the Wall Street people. But if I put your names in this together and just fucking tell you off and tell you to do something, then if somebody hacked me, then that would work into my favor, because then you'd have to work harder, right? So then that's how basically your guys' lessons, both of you, and the things you were saying, because then you fight with each other. I'm sure that's like insider trading of some sort, right? So then boom, and I learned that from Martha. She told me that just to do that. And Snoop said it's fine because we're kind of past that now, that we don't even give a shit about it anymore, right? So we're like, okay, because we're doing the criminal stuff. And then because I'm into the waterboarding, right? So that goes back to Russia because I am fucking crazy. And then, you know, we just solve all the world's problems, but at least it's a little bit more entertaining. But at the same time, are you guys even working? And those are things we're not allowed to talk about. Yeah, unless if you do, you're weird or you're different. But as a person who was abused for so many years, who's now so happy and now feels everything and literally did not have any memories of the past at all. So I was just going along with whatever until the PTSD symptoms started telling me my stories again. Yes, did I see you guys when you're all like standing, like there was a like massive groups of you really close to me yesterday, like just standing like right, like closer, like we're in like this, I guess, space thing, right? But it's like I'm on, like we're on the stage thing, but you guys are like there. Yeah, it's you. Hi. Well, obviously, as soon as fucking China got a hold of Jim, he just talked right away. So then everybody was fucked. That's why we're all in this fucking isolation jail because of him. Because he, you know, he gave away all the information to the Chinese. Then they were able to access everything and everyone and look at our black and white war and go, you guys are really dumb fucks, and just play us against each other like idiots. That's why chess is black and white, right? There's no yellow on that board. They fucking creamed us. They just made up a whole new game. Fuck. And it's all Jim's fault. You're welcome. Like, fuck. No wonder why he doesn't have anyone left on his team. Fucking, I'm mad at him too. And that's when my memories came back. But the difference is this time it was time to move on. So I listen when it's time to move on, right? I don't allow myself to stay stuck too long because then I don't grow, and I've always done that. Explain currency to a 6-year-old. Basically, how do I get shit that I want? What's the exchange or the trade? This is the shit I have. This the shit you have. What's the exchange? What are you giving me for the shit? What's gonna be like, do you want to trade this marker for something? Do you want to trade this? Like, what is it? What are we trading? Cryptocurrency. What do you get? Like, if you buy that, and what can you get for it? Or what are you trading? What are you doing for your candy dollars? And then where do you cash them in? Who fucking owns that? Who owns that Candyland bullshit game anyways with this fucking currency situation? And how do I get more candy dollars? Because if I don't have enough of those, then I'm not winning this world domination game, because that's the only currency that matters at this point. Fuck you all. I'm so irritated. How does this relate to the Golden Gate Bridge? Oh, fuck. And that's why I've been able to adapt and grow and change through every stage of my life, right? And that's why I've had so many different identities throughout my life, is because I just grow. And then I leave it behind. However, and this is where it gets more complicated because of the type of past I had, is that once I moved, okay, it won't be that much of a bitch. I know, Frank, we won some sort of fucking Mortal Kombat fucking little contest thing there, right? In that version of the game in the Matrix. I told you I was working on my ninja and my samurai at the same time. I do love you. That's real, because it would be a soul thing, but I'm a fucking good actor, so yeah, I can fucking do this, right? So shut the fuck up. Is that kind of coaching? What else you guys at me at for? This fucking my wrinkles and these lines? Fucking telling me I have to fix that too? Fuck, man. Like, I'm trying, I like, you know what it is? It's like the timing. It's like nails. I want to have all that shit done, but it's like the thought of going and getting it done is like, fuck. Like, when I'm trying to, like, I got to get this shit done, and then I'll be able to do other shit. That's what's, but it's also, then on the other side, because I'm in this fucking workaholic rehab, that they're like, you have to take breaks to take care of yourself. So it's like a hard fucking thing, right? Because obviously I'm in that too with the rehab. So it's like, fuck. So you guys got me, like, I know I'm in rehab. You guys had me, you locked me up. Tony grounded me before. And then that pushed us into all this other stuff. And what do? I get lippy and mad because I'm mad at everybody, but I also have to get this shit done and I can't do anything else. So it's because I'm a workaholic, because I only know, that's why I don't see other things. Steve's like, okay, go out, walk, look at nature, do whatever. I'm not programmed that way because I've always been in survival mode. So I don't know how to just stop, and I'm trying, but then I get so caught up behind the computer, behind the stuff, because I'm caught in the workaholic mode, right? So I know that I'm in that, but I have to, for my mental health. That's why I went mentally nuts too. That's why I would go insane behind the computer, right? Like that's because that's the sweatshop. Give me every fucking chance here to get this money back, right? Like fucking, how many more bones can I throw these fucking dogs? Move on, I forget. And then it's gone. And that's tragic. Really. You know, people fear, like, if you have, like, married to somebody with Alzheimer's and you don't know your partner anymore, or sorry, your partner doesn't know you and have those memories anymore, that's a loss. And every day you have to relive that loss over and over because you're losing your partner because of those memories. But what if you never had them? Like, I'm the opposite of an old person. Well, that's probably like a 10x Amazon bet. Like, oh, fuck, you guys are just sent her right over the edge. That fucking, like, this woman's gonna fucking blow her shit, right? Like, that they probably want to do that. They set it up like that, right? And then they know, they're like, don't piss off a woman. Then don't do it. And then they know, and then I'm gonna come back, fucking kick everyone's ass. That's what you guys are doing with this Fight Club thing, because you want me to come back and kick ass. That's a good way to do it. I'm so fucking mad. I'm killing everybody. So, as a person who's as a person who's the opposite, who couldn't remember anything, starts to remember so clearly, but remembers it like so much clearer in the way that is more, feels accurate this time. I don't know. Then some people, if you read about it, says that's a spiritual awakening. Oh, Elena, I think Grant's making a point. He's going to be a wife beater, beat you down to be a slave. I don't mean to be a tattletale, but I think, Martin, you were really struggling yesterday with the fucking with the Hellboy movie, weren't you? It was a stretch for you watching that. Back to your gangster stuff, so you're a little more comfortable. You were struggling with some of that stuff, even though you put on your super suit. You were still like tattletaling on everybody. For sure, I would say that would be more accurate, because the ups and the downs aren't scary anymore. So if they're not scary, well, why would I need medication? I don't turn towards substance abuse. I don't overindulge in anything. I don't have an eating disorder. I don't have an addiction. I don't have, I have things, and I ask myself why I'm having them at that time, and I know why I need that addiction versus me being afraid to admit I'm an addict. Because casting wise, that used, for the longest time, obviously she was J-Lo, but then Mariah took over that because she wanted the nightly announcements. Right there. Yeah. And that one, Jim, you can't, like, if you're always playing him, you're never going to be able, like, you're never going to get, like, moving around and doing anything else, right? So you can't just be playing that guy, so you're going to have to pass him off. You're supposed to be playing Rebecca, because we got to be doing this business. And that guy's not doing anything in the business. Because if you're in denial, you can never get better. But if you're not in denial, you can start to get better. So I know all my flaws, and I line them up, and I go, okay, why am I doing this right now? And I understand why I'm doing it. And at least I make the choice. I go, okay, I'm doing this, and this is a choice. This is a choice. So that way, when the day comes that I have to break that cycle, which I've done numerous times with so many different things in my life, to turn off the switch. But I ask myself, what is it? Is this pleasure that I feel like I've earned, or, whatever, because I've done other things, vice versa, and getting away from constant guilt, which is what kept me crippled forever, which is still something I think I'd still say that's a thing that it's just guilt of being a human. I think is like, I feel like no matter what, it's like damned if you do over here, you're damned if you don't, right? Like, because there's so many misconceptions out there, right? With mental health, with how people are, with who they are, what social media is, what messages you're seeing. And now that if I come on the camera without makeup and I don't care anymore, and I talk, are you listening to the right message, or are you listening to those other messages? Because Peterson, you're saying men should always dress up. If you're saying women should always dress up, like, I fucking don't have the energy for that. Right? So that'll be a whole thing. But then that'll go back to the fight, I guess. Right? Andrew just wearing his black shirt all the time. Right? So you're always supposed to dress up. Does everybody want to dress up all the time? I want to dress up and look nice, but I also want to be a bum. Right? Overall, I don't care what any of you do. That's the actual truth. But we got to go back to this fight anyway. And plus, Peterson versus Huberman, because we got this Satan cult, and then Canada to the States, and then everybody else can bet on it. And then we can, so which way? And then we can go back around to the vanity fight. Talk about, like, donations, money, tips, all that shit. Right? So you work your ass off, right? And you go, oh, you're a billionaire, so you, whatever. Millionaire would, like, making money. You're now responsible all of a sudden for paying for everybody else's shit, right? That so people think. But these other people's mentality, like, oh, you're gonna take care of me, not understanding how the person actually made it. Like, self-made millionaires, billionaires, blah 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 blah. Yeah, there's a lot of assholes out there and everything else, but let me stand up for the good ones here. I have every type of video that I can put out, and and I've noticed how people's reactions are so different, and I filter them through different accounts, and I get messages back in different ways, knowing that, okay, this is this way, this is that way. And some people understand that clearly because they're doing the exact same thing, and then other people think there's something wrong with that, or there's something, it's crazy. Well, if you understand technology at all, you would understand. How does Alexa and all those Google Homes and all that work? Of course technology can talk to you. So I don't know, Jim, because the main betting, it seems to be you versus Henry, right? So, like, I don't know what's going on. What have you been really fucking doing? Because everybody's telling me that they've jumped ship from your team, and then now they're rooting on Superman. So, like, what have you really been fucking doing, buddy? Like, totally fucked up our whole life. Like, I was, like, trying to be a disloyal wife as going through this process. But you, like, all these reports I'm getting about what you've been up to, I'm not sure this is fucking working out. I don't, like, I'm talking to a phone right now, it's just recording, so some of that's, and then it can be redone and look live, or maybe this was live and then it's recorded, like, you don't really know, but people convince themselves and lie to themselves and tell themselves, so, well, you even get a text message, you don't know if that text message was really from that person or not. Do I know how those groups work? Yeah. But I have to go through the process again. We'll see how long I last. Because traditionally what it is you're in these groups that are supposed to be like, or whatever. They post their post to the group. You post your post to the group. And then you comment or whatever. And then that's what I say. Then you're supposed to comment like 5 words and all that. And then it gets fucking complicated. But for the purposes of you guys understanding this, and the fact that I understand it, but I have to go through and pretend I don't, we'll see how long I can keep this up, because that's, like, not the way that I really want to grow my account, but we have to go through all the phases. We're back to that cycle. You don't actually know that because you don't know where the networks are coming from. That's what getting hacked is, or you get messages, or telemarketers. How do those people get your phone number in the first place? If you're really paranoid and then you're worried about people going through your shit, well, then obviously that's something on you that you have to look at your past. That's what PTSD is. Like, what did you do that you feel so guilty about, or what are you trying to hide? Perfect example of this, when I went into Eldershot. So my daughter went to Eldershot for probably the same amount of time Jim did, very short amount of time. But went to the school, and obviously then, Jim Carrey, wow, yeah, you went to school here. Yeah, we're trying to get a hold of him always for donations. Fuck you. Just because he went to school there, now he has to contribute to stuff. Yeah, he has money. Yeah, he has a lot of money. But isn't he, like, after everything he's done, you don't know where he puts his money and whatever. But if everybody thinks, oh, you did this and now you're responsible for paying for everything, versus these people actually, like, right now, I don't have millions, billions of dollars. I have a limited amount of money that I'm using. I'm choosing to reinvest in myself and my business. That's what? going to employ more people, give more people opportunities to create an income and wealth, also help them become the best version of themselves so they stop being shitty to each other, stop being shitty to themselves, and then that'll help them stop being shitty to each other. Elena, I'll choose you as my fucking partner here. Don't fuck this up. Well, obviously with my video diaries, I'm having to confess and they're private, so at least I have an outlet because I feel like my team's really not pulling their weight. And it's been really exhausting and frustrating, but, you know, there's nobody to talk to about it, right? Because you have to just kind of stick it out, but I don't really know what to do, right? So I've just been feeling really isolated, they put all the work on me just so they can hang out and party and do all this stuff, and they don't take the work seriously, and then I'm stuck doing it, and then I'm like alone, and I feel like it's just not right, because that's the person you're running from. So I didn't want to run from me anymore. I was like, I don't want to do that. So instead I'm gonna learn my past because I didn't know it, and now I'm like, okay, cool. And then at the same time, I'm gonna have some fun because I never had that before either, and that was the truth. I did all of these things, I look back and I go, I wasn't even having fun. And that's the truth. I don't remember really what it was like, and I'm sure I did. But for me, all I remembered was pain, right? I'm a scientist, apparently. The whole purpose of resetting this game, because people were bored, well, at the top. Nobody likes actual cheaters. Like, they actually like to play the game because that's the whole point. I don't imagine you're a cheater. No. You're saying you like full on fair game? Like, I look back on my whole life and I just remembered hurt, pain. And, you know, people would say, well, that's anger. Yep. Anger management. Yeah. Women can be angry too. Like, it's amazing, but it's like twisted into mental health all the time, right? Like, if you speak your mind, then there's something wrong with you. And I really, with that stigma over your head, I just want to tell everyone to go fuck themselves, to be quite honest. And then they say there's something wrong with me, and I'm like, they can't believe a person would talk like the way I do. Like, there's something wrong with me and how I talk now. I'm like, no, I just always thought this in my head. I just kept it quiet. New sport, which is actually going to help and grow the economy and change people's mindsets so they start to love each other and stop and feel like they belong. So that's my intentions. As of right now, November 15, 2021, and I've always been trying to do that. Okay? So when I become a millionaire, whatever, right? I'm going to continually give my money away in different ways, reinvesting into the business to create more opportunities to help more people, which if I posted pictures more showing more boobs and more of that, I'm sure I could get followers faster too. Go do a photo shoot, get done up, get things. Yeah, and there's times for that. I'm a business person. I want to have a bunch of those. A bunch. Don't we sell that in the candy shop? How else did you guys get rich? Said I'm not against it. Said, but I'm not gonna waste my time with trash either. And I choose to share it where I want to share it because I don't change. Like, I'm the same in my head consistently. So I'd say that's mental wellness, not mental illness, because I've been able to get in my own head and go, But at times, anger is necessary because it gets shit done. And that's when they turn it into a movie to get through to you, or a superhero, or a villain. Like, that's entertainment. Andrew, I don't care what you do overall, but you're gonna have to wear a different colored shirt at some point. I'm even gonna make you do photo shoots, probably put fucking flowers on you or something, and do your hair. We could put wigs on and everything like that. You're gonna have to do everything, right, for the record. So go like plugged in. Are we finally coordinated in this snake, right, with this big thing with the cocoons, and everybody's like, we're finally all plugged into each other, that it takes off properly. Well, next step, I gotta help Amanda with content planning for her stuff, so I'm gonna work on that tomorrow. Well, with all the insider trading and the bets I've been placing on the soccer, I've been making lots of money. I don't even have to go anywhere.
seems to be working in my favor. So I invested, it was a 500,000, not that much. And then I did some bets. And then I basically tripled that in a day. And I just reinvested it, and I keep just doing the gambling thing, basically because of the insider trading. But if you trust who you're working with, then it's fine. And I know I don't do any of the soccer studying, but I got a guy who knows. And then they tell me what to do, and I just place the bets, and boom, make my money. That's actually how I really make my money. It's my job, but I can't go around advertising that because of the insider trading thing, right? So, and then I just decide what I want to do with it later on, basically. And then who I want to share that information with, quite frankly. So, I find it's better when you're doing the gambling stuff to actually not know much about the sports, because then you get all fucking emotionally invested in it. And I didn't want to do that. I'm more into the making money side of it, quite frankly.
Like,
See,
what
this
was,
is where
I mean,
we're like,
really?
These
we're
were such
married,
amazing women.
right? But
You would
like,
say that
that's
to him?
confusing,
Yeah.
right?
Because I
I'm
think
not
most
like
women
that.
don't
I'm like
wanna
one of
know.
those,
It just feels like kind of
jealous
But
weird.
I
cunts
looked up
type
to them
where
and
I'm like,
admired them.
But isn't that like bragging
right?
to your
Say I don't want
girlfriend
any
about
cut.
No, I
Like,
asked the
no,
question.
right?
He
Like,
didn't
I'm
bring
not
it
good
up.
with
I
any of
asked
that.
him. I wanted
right?
him to tell me.
Did you
think
ever
that's
say
why
that
I'm
you
Because he
might
was
be better in
educated.
bed with than Julie
Because-
Christie?
Right? I'm not even okay
No,
with
I
hearing
didn't
about
say
your
that.
exes
Right.
here.
I
Like, I
have
think we're gonna have to
confidence
get a
in my
divorce.
skills.
That's acting when it needs to be done. You know, it's the people that don't know me. If you don't know my talents or my background, then you would think I would totally lost my mind. But if you looked at my resumes, which, you know, you look at one resume and it's all business. You look at another resume, it's something else. You look at another resume, it's something else. You don't really know what talent a person has. You looked at a LinkedIn profile, looks different than a Facebook profile, which looks different than an Instagram profile, which looks different in your business on Google. Who are you? Who's the person that you're watching now that everything's on the internet, it's all juggled up? Will lead to eventually actual help centers. Why? Because I went through the doctors that didn't help. I went through all the services that didn't help. All the things that are government funded, that are funded, all that, like absolutely fucked up my life. So I don't believe they deserve that type of funding until they get their shit together. Because I personally have been through that. They personally abused me, abused their powers, and showed that they're not doing their job. And and that was just me personally, but I also witnessed, I looked back at my whole life and how much damage they've done. And I've also interviewed and talked to thousands of people who have been in the same situation. So clearly that way is a fail. Well, Joel, I currently don't have like a proper dog collar leash for you, but for now you can use that. Red wine on white shoes, right? That's when I'm a black guy, obviously, and I'm pissed, like that whole fucking thing. That's right, Patrick, right? You would be like, I don't know, it really pisses me off, right? Actually, and that's the Italians fucking crossing over into the blacks, but it goes for Michael, does you're dark, right, into a light skin, because you're taking that from Laz, because we gotta erase that fucking story. Well, what? And then we're moving it over. Jason, you're like, great, I know I'm a fucking spy. Get me the hell out of here and get my money. This just again on today's present date. I just want, none of you are good enough. None of you are rich enough, good looking enough, smart enough, talented enough. Nothing. And Frank Forey's dick's in all of your mouths. You know, and I've said I've been in quarantine for, you know, a lot longer than a lot of people. You know, you go through all those things. So all those people that, oh my God, that's crazy. Wait till you go crazy, buddy. Don't worry, there's no doctors around, so you're all right, but you're gonna think you're in that job, let me tell you that. Gives a shit. Welcome to the club, we're all here. Just stay geeky, that's all I say, man. If it's like something stresses you out, like for me, I'll turn it in, like the dog's pissing me off. If she's cuter when she's a goblin in my head than what it is, right? So eventually, when I have, and that's the direction, if I stay laser focused, if everybody keeps asking me for money along the way, even the little things here and there, and I go out, then I can't reinvest into what I need. If people don't know what I'm doing, they don't know what I'm doing. They think, so I did donate this morning to, you know, there was a GoFundMe page or whatever. I don't have a lot of money, but I'm like, okay, I'll do a little bit of something. Because for me, it's not the money. It's like, that person in particular helped me, right? So I see it's his goddaughter, he needs some help or whatever. I do get anxiety over these like pages and whatever, because I see like that example of that Jenna whatever realtor out of Florida who thought like, let me go fund me when she's on her helicopters, on her stuff. That's an example of a cunt, right? An evil person who has to use her like, oh, look at me, because she's a false person.
Well, Jim has to play Rebecca, so we'll see how he does if he can do it. Maybe he's not even in this. Maybe he's not. I don't know. Maybe this whole thing's bullshit.
Like, create a story, do something fun. How do people write books? Like, that's what I'm constantly doing. So the book that I'm working on is a metaphor. Like, well, everything in the book is a metaphor, because that's how I think. So if anything's ever written, let me tell you this very clearly. I am messing with you sometimes. Sometimes I'm putting clues in there. I'm putting links. That's what the whole team does. We're all the same. We're kind of a little bit shit disturbers at times, sorry. But definitely in good fun for the right intentions. And that part I can tell you is honest to God truth. So have fun with this. And
right? Who has to create, like, so she needs a lot of fake stuff around her, and then, oh no, I don't want, so people like that ruin donations. It gives me anxiety. I go, is this going to be real or not? But I know him. He said it's his goddaughter. Okay. I'm like, yeah, that's fine. But then if you didn't, you're an asshole. Nah. Like, oh, and now, okay, so I'm not billionaire status yet. I get to billionaire status. Right? I'm a billionaire, like, well, so much money, and I'm supposed to just fucking take care of everybody. Meanwhile, I've been abused since I was a little girl. Abused my whole fucking life. Only ever fucking helped people to have the actual people I needed. All of them turned away from me. So when you got a mail out, did you go to the fucking police like a fucking weird creep fucking person? Like, you think that's a serial killer? Yeah, I know. Serial killer would send something in the mail that had something like this.
yeah, but yeah, said Jim wanted the Oscar so bad that he was throwing a fit like a little baby because he has mommy issues, so he was fucking throwing around like a crazy person. And so now, because my account's been cleared, basically, so I worked away the crap, I know that, so now I have to rebuild my account. So instead, I'm going to try a test, because my accounts are all over the place, right? That's actually, I'm going to do a thing on that, like what they've changed in the followers and the people. So now I got to teach, now that it's at scratch, how to build it up from that, as if I was a regular person building it. And what's the best way to do it? Well, probably targeted ads. That makes more sense. So right now, instead of trying to sell anything to anybody, I'm going to test an ad just for profile growth in Ontario, because we're already in a bubble anyways. And he's like, what are we going to do? Well, then him and his friends bullshitted this story to cause this goddamn pandemic is what happened. And they're mind fucking us into this funnel game. That's what fucking happened. So I said, fuck this game, because it's a shitty game. Because they're mind fucking me all the fucking time. So I'm like, okay, bitches, like, if that's what you're gonna do, then I have to mind fuck you back. And I'm not gonna tell you what I actually know, because I know the highest thing that people want and want to buy is knowledge.
So after analyzing that situation, I had to step back, because I was the one being taken advantage of. Had nothing to do with our race, nothing to do with anything. And they weren't trying to take advantage of me either. They were trying to help me. So but if you were to look at it, I paid them to learn. Now they're going out and making a whole bunch of money and doing the things they have based on all the money. That's a traditional mindset thinking of, that's a job mentality. Here's a job. Here's what it is. This is what the rate is. And then people kind of mess around.
Wow, before, I guess I go find, I was looking for a cookie, right? With the magic, right? Everybody clear that there is a serial killer on the loose. So people should be taking this a little bit more seriously, right? That they're not worth one penny, right? Somebody's gonna come kill them.
It's always when you got this more like the lesbian look, probably because of all the divorces, right? So went through that. So done with all the men. So now back to the lesbian look, and then trying to figure out this fucking funnel thing, which is still fucking stressing me out, that I've wanted to quit 50 million times.
People figure out how to do the work for themselves.
So just layer the bullshit, and then, right? Because that's what they did to us anyways. So just, like, we're better at it. Like, we have to just remember we're better at it because we actually lived it. So that's what makes us, good. So it's like your intelligence is like super high.
but it's super low. And I'll go back in time again to before I knew who fucking Huberman was, using you as a fucking avatar for all the versions of him, because the guy's definitely got multiple personalities. See, prove the doctors they have the most. They're totally fucking nuts.
Entrepreneurs have a different mentality. I'm trying to create opportunities. So the people who want opportunities, hey, you can make money. That's the platforms of what Amazon's designed, what influencers, that is there. Now, where it gets fucked up, these people, these influencers, these things don't understand. Like, if you're misusing that, money can come in easy, but then you're not doing good with that and giving back, well, you're an asshole.
Well, if you guys can't take that fucking picture of the divorce sheet and fucking Photoshop out Steve's name and put Jim's name there, then none of you are working, obviously, and you're all fired. That's Homer. That's why I was always told that I was Homer, and that is accurate. That is very accurate. That's how it works. So you can't solve the puzzle if you're too fucking uptight with a stick up your ass and your certification. So that's why fucking the doctors now can fucking come find me, because I'm smarter than them. I know that. There's nobody in what I've been through, what I've seen, and what I know. Everything is PTSD, and all your diagnoses are full of shit. I told you, Jim and Candace definitely divorced. That's done. He's an idiot. I can't deal with that shit no more. Jesus and Mary, I don't know. Verdict's still out on that guy too, because it's occurred to me that's a bit of a fame whore slut. So I'm not sure that Mary's even fucking happy about Jesus after all this bullshit. She's thinking of switching teams too. And if you fucking don't have a brain, you wouldn't understand what's going on. And if you're confused right now, well, then you're a fucking idiot. Frankly, then you're not really on the team. So I would get your information checked. So, like I said, I'm nervous, but like I'm able to like at least start to look at them now.
Right? There is a balance of that. Are you creating opportunities? Are you helping people? Are you sending the right message? Are you doing the right thing? Because when you become a leader, you are responsible for the message you send. So that's a message to everybody that's been in any position of influence. A singer, an actor, a rock star. You have a following. You have a responsibility to actually be a good person. You do.
Jim, how can you be quoting such a, that's terrible that you would even put that quote up. Like, who's playing Winston Churchill in this? So I'm officially at the fucking trailer park, right? We made it to the trailer park. Marshall, right? All right, now you're up, and we need these people dead. I wouldn't before, because he was all, like, we talked, but then he somehow went from, like, I was like, okay, what are you doing in my house, to, like, you're, like a friend, but then he snuck in and stayed the night, and then I'm like, okay. And then all of a sudden we're married. I'm like, what the hell? Like, that's a sneak attack. Okay, well, Jada wants into the coaching thing, so she says she'll play Suzette. Fair. Okay, good thing, because Will's playing Tupac, but then that's a different world, because then the ghost thing to the real thing, right? So that's a whole different thing. So Jada said she'll do that to tie in the different stuff. So, okay, that works.
I'm like, oh God, oh my God, everything.
And then I was like, well, if I'm gonna do this well, because that's the one thing with relationships, when if you feel you're married to somebody, that's fair game to kill the other person. And that was my grandma's speech. And she said she didn't believe in divorce, she believed in murder, and that's why you murder your husbands. That's why you do it, right? And that's why I said I ate Steve a long time ago, because everybody's walking around zombies anyways, because they're fucking dumb people. So you gotta kill them to wake them up, because bitch, we don't die.
You have a responsibility to clean up your act and get your shit together, because you're a role model. Before this, people could have excuses, oh, whatever. There's no excuses for anybody anymore. That's pathetic. Because if everybody operated on a way of taking care of, like, you love yourself, you do what's best, so you put everything else aside, right? Because everybody's egos can go to hell. Because at this point, nobody's shit.
I was a nice person before they put me in prison. Yeah, now all you bitches have to die. Well, we've proven we're not sexist and racist in this group, so congratulations, that's good. But I guess to be in this group too, you probably didn't pay your taxes. We come back in new bodies in reincarnation. That's how it works. Go fuck yourselves. Tupac was right about everything. So he doesn't want shit fans. So if you're a fucking dumb idiot that's supporting their fucking guns and their drugs, all you're doing is feeding into their bullshit, then you're a dumb idiot. Because that's exactly what they want. They want you to look stupid. You're smarter than them, not the other way around. So I don't know, does that mean that the UFC's winning? What's the updates? I guess that's between, like, maybe that has to do with Joe Rogan and Howard Stern fight. Fucking act it. Time to fucking open your mind. Because it's time for change. And this is a real life revolution. This is not a drill. However, everybody go to where they're safe, and you'll see we have to. That's how we do it. But that had to be better leadership. Ms. Nagy, you guys are supposed to properly take back Mike Myers, right? I'm still gonna own it if you can't get shit done. Well, they say a lioness, like whatever that is, like she can have sex up to, and when she's in heat, up to 100 times an hour. So is my spirit animal a lioness? Hell fucking no. Are you crazy? Lioness share one lion. I'm way too controlling for that, bitch. I'm the lion, like the man one, because I'm like, hell fucking no. I'd eat you. I'm not sharing. I'm way too controlling. Because it was being misused as long as we're disconnected. Because the computers are here, bitch. This is the computer. The phone and the computer and the TV and the fridge or whatever the hell. And your little fucking drones and your little helicopters and your little cameras and all of that shit's just tools, bitch. It's the other way around. You just have to flip the story. That's why we, that little measuring glass, like Days of Our Lives, and then we flipped it.
Equally, nobody in this planet is shit. Because the world needed to be reset. Because there were so many arrogant fucks with stuff they don't deserve, thinking, and they're cocky about it. You don't get to brag about your God-given rights or any of those types of things. God gives you those fucking talents so you can do something with it and make it better. You're born into wealth, you fucking better be doing something with it. You better be sending the right message. You're born beautiful, you better find a way to help others feel incredible themselves too. You're born with, a fantastic brain, in inventing and different things. You're not meant to look down on others. You're meant to evolve and help others.
Oh, day one of this no marijuana bullshit challenge, which is fucking stupid. But I guess somebody else has to win a bet. Success. Totally sober. Go fuck yourselves. Because everything was backwards, goddammit. So I was like, only people with ADD are smart enough to break away from. Don't tell me your fucking order. Don't fucking tell me your order, because it's stupid. That's why I don't fucking do math. Fuck math, right? But that's why I was always attracted to people who could do math, because that is, geeky people are hot because they're smart, and I like smart people. I'm attracted to smart. That's intellect. Good looking, fucking that's all relative. Changes all the time, fucking changes in a day. I can't stop eating, that's the problem. So I'm just now making a new thing of crap. I'm trying this low carb diet that's supposed to make me not binge eat and not be starving, right? They say if I eliminate sugar, right, this candy thing, and then I won't have my food addiction. Well, that didn't fucking work. I mean, more fat, and I'm still fat, and I'm still fucking hungry. So doctors, right, what are you doing? Aside from, so you guys are doing your, I guess, is it Anthony over there trying to do some Pope thing? Or you trying to do an exorcism? Right? Can you exorcise the fat one out of me, at least? Well, my twin finally became my dad, so that makes sense. But he was doing the reverse aging thing. Have you ever seen that movie, Benjamin Button? So that makes sense. At least we're fucking closing up some loops here. That's you can go to different looks, multiple personalities disorder, bitch, controlled schizophrenic, get the diagnosis right. And it's limitless, damn right. All you have to do is go off the meds, ironic. Off the meds, off drugs, whatever. But like I said, why don't they want you smoking marijuana? That's not in the same fucking category as all these other drugs, damn bitch. It's natural.
Like, how stupid are people? And then it's prescribed by the government, and then they fucking say that there's something wrong with it. What's wrong with these idiots? Like, are they stupid? So government, you, like, officially, you're the worst run business ever.
Whatever it is, everybody was tested, everybody failed as of November 15th, 2021. Why? Because you're in my game now. And until I see shit on this side help, nobody's fucking passing.
Like, something that would take somebody like a day would take you guys 3 months. What the hell is wrong with you? So we need more power. That's what the Illuminati is, bitch. And it's run by a group of women that had to get the men to wake up and then realize that, hey, bitch, like, you guys wrote us off in history to do your religion because you were afraid of your sexual fantasies, which aren't, you're dumb idiots. You're running away from sexual fantasies. More coffee. Because you're like abiding by some bullshit religion that doesn't even make sense. Doesn't even make goddamn sense. But when you're brainwashed, like I was, by fucking religion, it's guilt. But because we're not playing the game of respect. So you're a shit business person if you don't play the game of respect. If you're a shit whatever performer if you don't respect it. You're a shit artist. You're a shit all that. All you arrogant fucks. Everybody got knocked back to Smeagol. I knew. Well, I guess Michael actually is better with the trivia now because he just corrected me, right? So I would have lost points for the team. That at the time of the number 23 thing, Jenny was Robin and Jim was Marilyn. Wow. Points for the athletes. I knew I had to do it. But that I had to build a lot of confidence for because there was a lot of people that were really pissed off at you. They felt let down because you just labeled them crazy. The mentally ill are a fucking hell of a lot smarter than you. Oh my god. And commanded me by the name of Jesus. I don't even know who Jesus is. Is it this one? Is this supposed to be Jesus? Is this who's commanding me to bow down? I think we're gonna have to go back to a fight.
Nobody. Why? Because I can see too much. And there's no excuse for this. The truth is, the earth will be fine without humans.
Yeah, of course.
Well, that's true in that world, Frank. But when we're in this fucking space fucking video game, right? I got all these superpowers, and you should be fucking worried if we don't get this money back, because I got all these things that'll kick you right in the face, and trust me, it's gonna hurt. Let me tell you that. So, the riddle. Who the fuck are you? Because I know who I am. I definitely do, and I'll be alright. Because that's knowledge is power, and I got that. So, said it will be free to all of my friends for the rest of my life, and we'll just trade shit, which makes me the wealthiest woman in the world because I got all the money that I need. You just need what you need. And my friends will take care of the rest because they're fucking rich.
Food culture, I got into fight culture.
I don't do well.
And I traveled around because I wanted to understand.
I think you guys figured that out. So I don't really need to worry about it. I just needed them to use it for the right shit and clean up the world. And Elon parked the spaceship for a bit, and he had to do that, and he said fine. And then we worked that out. And then Richard just was like, just stop selling tickets for a bit, just for a little bit right now, but sell it to, you can mind fuck people into other tickets, like make them think they're getting on, take the money, do whatever you want with it, right? That's how you do it. That's how you do it online. And then it doesn't matter. Fuck the gold. That means crash it because it doesn't even mean shit. Well, then I went back to eating the cheese because it was a whole fucking thing, right? I was like, oh, okay, it's not the calorie spinning, but I'm back to having an alien baby again because I have too much sweetener, right? But it's because of all these energies coming at me because I actually understand, right? I'm but like on the high, like entering this game that I was never meant to be in at all. By like,
right, to reset the world, but it's a thing, right? So, right, in this, like, okay, right, I'm in this cage, right, and I'm a mouse, I'm all the things, right, and, like, in this trap, and then everything else, because it has to be released to the world that it's a fair game for, like, whatever. So I'm spinning out, actually, after, okay, and I can't be, like, even with sweeteners, as abusing myself or whatever, because it affects my gut. So it's not the overeating, it's just that, and then that'll affect my energy and all of that type of stuff. But it's an energy thing. But I feel because this intense energy is coming at me. I didn't mean to enter this thing with you people. I was there, like, okay, first of all, I'm broke. I'm not a billionaire, right? But I got actually real life, right? I think you guys know that. And then you just say, right, well, you do, right? But then we're moving the money, right? And it's just because you move the money, I can see it, right? So I didn't pick to be this. It's intense, right? So it's a lot. Fuck, everything from fucking rotten meat to fucking God knows what. You're coming up with, holy shit, I'm sweating.
Like nothing means anything. You could just trade shit on your little computer there. Boom, billionaire overnight. Put it in the accounts. Trading, you're just looking at an electronic number, bitch. That's why I don't want to see your numbers. I have all the numbers. I have all your stats. They're stupid. Don't care. I think they're dumb. That's why I'm like, I can make up whatever. 1 billion, trillion. What the fuck's the difference? Right? What does it matter if you're fucking locked as a prisoner in isolation? Which we are. I am. You did to me.
Okay, off you go. You're on.
Okay.
Take-
On? It's on?
It's on.
It's on.
Tell us all about it, Candace.
All about it? Well, we don't even know if it's open. So where are we? Mystery place.
Okay, Winston Churchill's come through so many times, right? They said, Mackenzie, we're supposed to be stealing this money, but these characters you have are irritating. Like, Kathleen is fucked, right? Like, you do recognize that, right? So you're picking all these characters that are fucked. So it's not going to work, right? So we need the deaths and clearing that out. That's all right. In this, right, I'm still a man, right? We got to make me a woman, but the women, like, we got to, right, I've been man, but it's a whole thing. Like, we need all these people dead. We got to move the money better and properly. But right now, I have to give it to Jeff because I think he's actually working up a group that understands we want to kill people. So you got to get out of the way if you're not understanding that or picking these shit women.
We did. This is what the universe has until everybody goes back to where they're supposed to go. And that's how the earth shifts its planes, because the highest source of energy is humans, our brains, our bodies. We are everything, bitch. So if you don't believe in everything, you suck. But everybody was making it like some weird thing. So that was creepy, right? So it was like, okay, don't be in a creepy sex cult, because that's fucked. Don't be like a stupid, crazy person that's like mind fucking people and calling yourself an activist and then shitting on other people. Don't do that. Well, no, Sean Connery's like, oh, fuck, right? This is ridiculous. And we're home alone. Whole Matrix collapsed around me. Right, okay, reset, new game. Game stop. Okay, did we come to the end? Now full circle again to the loop. Like, we've just done the loop over and 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 over again. We need real deaths now, right? So everybody clear. Like, not fake thing. Real deaths, right? Don't fucking talk to anyone. You have enough spies to confirm that over the last... CIA, you do 2 years of a background check. It's been 5 years. 5 years solid just for you guys. So, and every other organization, like, come on, guys. Like, this is ridiculous that you can't get your shit together. Don't be a hypocritical fucking transgender, fucking hating on gays. Don't be a hypocritical fucking white person who is like not a person, like everybody just stop. Like, everybody just stop, because everybody sucked. Everybody sucked, and that's why this happened to me, because I saw everybody sucking, and I needed to find people that didn't suck. So first, I didn't know any of you fucks. I'm like, everything's been a test. I've been evaluating you. We're back into Amsterdam. I guess I'm prostituting now, right? Officially, is that what my husband wants me to do? Like, to make it a fair game? This is weird. You guys are weird. This is weird. This whole thing's weird. 2. That's not a lie. Just depends who's talking. Just fucking depends who's talking. Because we are fucking done. We are retired. Officially retired. Get the hell out of here. That's what we're gonna do, right? Tired. But every day I solve your puzzles, and then I don't want the job. I say I don't want this fucking job, and I'm passing the credit. Or I pass the blame.
So if humans don't get their shit together, Earth doesn't need us. And I'm human. And I'm doing everything I fucking possibly can. And I'm documenting this process so that when I am a billionaire and I am those things, those people that fucking shame those people can see even, this is 1% of my struggle.
Again, you guys know I'm not actually a prostitute, right? Like, I've never done that, but, and even in your fictional prostitute world, like, I don't get any of the money, which is why you have to get me the 18K back, even though you're prostituting me out.
And I don't want, Jim might like all that, like, all this stuff, whatever, it's overwhelming to me. So I said, I'm not fucking doing that. You want these people around you all the time. I'm not fucking doing that. I can't have these people following me. So if we're going to have any real type of a relationship, we're going to need better security. So I took care of the security while he's fucking, I don't know what the hell he's doing. I don't know what he was doing. So I fucking had to get on the security inception team because he was fucking around.
I know you like, it's a good team. Said, I'm just, you guys keep saying patience, patience, wax on, wax off, straight punch, straight punch. Fucking irritating. I don't do well with that.
Because he was too busy worried about a goddamn Oscar, him and his friends were just crying over it all the time, Brad. What the hell, man? What the hell? They're just crying over it. Like, it's okay, boys. It's okay. So we worked that out, and then that's how it happened. So, like I said, I don't know what's going to happen any day. I just live day to day. But every day is a good day when you just go and fuck it. Like, you just pretend it's like a movie. And I've been doing that since I was a young girl, and that saved my life. So I guess that's the best acting classes in the world. It's just, you have to just learn how to, that you just have to learn to play yourself in this world with their stupid rules.
Walt and Stan made the board, so we're still using the blackmail. So, right, Bob, we're gonna have to put this into a fucking actual type Disney movie. Johnny's earned his fucking $301 million easy, all right? Like, that was no problem with the bets there, right, on that. And turns out I am a spoiled princess who does need saving, right? She doesn't know what she's doing. So we're gonna go with that, right? But where are we at on the board? So we're at the castle, right, on the board game, but it's not a very good one, right? So it's a castle, but it's gross, right? It needs to be fixed up.
And then you break the rules, and then you just work on the computer, so like you work like that, like on the phone. So that's remote, and that's what they call network marketing too. That's how you network market it. That's the secrets. That's what it is. And this whole thing was just a joke. It's a prank. This is Ashton Kutcher saying you have been prank bitch, and that's how this works, and you can give me my money.
And guess what? I'm not any more special. I see my blessings and go, I have a responsibility because God gave me these gifts to do something and pay it forward, not make excuses. I've been the victim. I do not adapt to victim mentality. But it's amazing. Like, so even my rapes, my abuse, my stuff, yep, all real. There's still many people out there still living in it. I'm blessed enough to be out of it. So it's my responsibility, I feel, to help as many people as I can. And I do it my way. So fuck anyone who doesn't understand that, because I know I'm giving everything I possibly can to this planet and to this world. I fucking know it. And I see a shit ton of people not, who have a lot of blessings, but they're still pretty fucking arrogant. So fuck you. Get off your ass at this point. Until I see something on this side, nobody is allowed to be fucking cocky. You haven't done enough.
Welcome to the Elegantly Outrageous Personal Development Institute. Meet our first Elegantly Outrageous avatar, Candace. The foundation of our personal development programs are based on Candace's real life story. When the Elegantly Outrageous Personal Development Institute expanded, it turned into a game, one that was created to help you find the best possible version of yourself. So pay attention to the clues, because everything is there for a reason, and nothing you see ever is a coincidence. Are you truly comfortable, confident, and happy in your own skin? Then why do you feel you should disguise your own inner contentment? The Elegantly Outrageous programs are designed to help you overcome life's paradox.
Understanding what it means to love yourself is the key to resolving conflict, especially your own inner conflict, which we are all struggling with in so many areas. The Elegantly Outrageous programs are playfully hidden in plain sight to help you pay attention to your next clue for personal development. How can you become the best possible version of yourself? Play the game.